What is going on, guys? Welcome. How's everybody doing today? Overcome, CM, AVK, Miss, Mark, Tux. Let's go. How's everybody going today? How's everybody doing? Not going. How are you guys doing today? What a crazy day in the market, huh? Nothing too crazy, but you guys remember yesterday's stream, we did call. I was not predicting, but I was just basically letting you guys know that today was most likely going to see some kind of volatility. To be honest, for the numbers that came out for the CPI report, for what happened in the market, it really was very small compared to what we've seen, in the past, right? So let's just jump right in there. Soul, what's going on, guys? Miss said Florida is nice today. It is. It actually was very nice today. Very, very nice. Amar, what's going on? Amar finally at the gym, so he can't blame it on us. All right. Troy. Eller. Let's jump right in. Real quick, guys, before we even start going, you guys know what I'm going to say. Make sure you guys hit that like. Let's smash that like and let's get this party going, right? Let's get the party going. Soon I need to get some like techno music going in the background, right? Like doom 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 doom. Something in the background so we can just like kind of bob our heads while we're doing this. So, but yeah, so today, we saw Milady, and we're gonna go with the whole market as well. But we saw the whole market. Really, we saw Milady. What we're watching is that we had this nice little drop today. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys how bullish I am even more on Milady right now is the fact that we saw Bitcoin, particularly, let's see here, we saw Bitcoin have this massive drop after it jumps up to an all-time high of around 73,000, right? Well, we knew that a lot of times when we're hitting these all-time highs, we're going to see some kind of a rejection, right? Every time, even if it's just a few $100s or it's the next 1,000 up, we're going to see most likely some rejections because we're in price discovery mode right now. Well, we did see that 73. It got rejected, kind of jumped back into the channel. CPI report came out this morning around 8:30. That's a little bit after CPI report is when we started to notice that the market started to have a little bit of a sell-off from the numbers. Bitcoin dropping down to about 68,600. Dropping, I mean, that was just a decent drop, right? Broke below this support level that I have right here at the 69,000. Hey, but you can see it didn't even touch the 50-day SMA, and this is on the 4-hour. So Bitcoin right now looking very bullish, jumping right back into this channel that we're going to actually extend. And you guys know we are watching this bull flag to see if this thing is going to play out the way it is. And earlier when we saw this drop, I was like, you know what? I think this bull flag that we have is just going to be basically, it's going to be, it's not going to happen, right? We fell out of the channel. We didn't just fall out of the channel. We flew out of the channel, right? But I mean, immediately, or maybe a few minutes, maybe within the next hour, we were right back in to the channel. So I was like, wow. All right. Well, I guess Bitcoin's going to is going to stay and respect this channel. And with that being said, with a drop like that, you guys know if you're familiar with Milady, we normally would have saw probably a 20% drop, even if it had been very fast, right? Well, you saw Milady basically dropped. She was holding. Right before Bitcoin really started to have that big drop, we saw that she was holding this support level at the 25. And I mean, immediately we saw Milady just start crashing down, but it was very short-lived. Bounced in right here perfectly on this support level that we've had mapped at around the 23.4. And coincidentally meeting up with the, this is going to be your 100-day SMA, found that support and basically started to take off right back from there. And I mean, what I want you guys to see from this is why I'm so bullish on Milady is the fact that she normally, for a drop like that for Bitcoin, you're going to see a 20+% retracement on Milady, even if it's very short-lived. But the fact that we saw this little 5-10% drop, and I mean, it was very quickly ate up. Like I've been telling you guys, any drops are going to be ate up as of right now. It was, really quick and right back into where we were at, where we were basically consolidating as of today. Like nothing even happened. So very, very, very bullish in my eyes for Bitcoin. or for Milady as well, for both of them, right? Now you can see for Milady right now, we are under that $200 million market cap, sitting at around 187 million as of right now. And I mean, volume still high, 32 million. It's actually down 20% for today. But I mean, we're still doing really well in volume. Very, very well, actually. We're actually like 10 times our volume than we were just last month. So things are looking absolutely still beautiful for Milady as of right now. Let's see here. Jumping right back into the chat real quick just to say hello to everybody. Troy said, buy the dip. Randy, what's going on? Eller, Milady. And Milady has utilities too. Look at her X announcement. Yeah, I did see that. I don't know why they don't have that up ready. Where are we at here? Let's see here. Is this? Yeah, this is it. So for Milady, let's see here. So she put out a couple announcements as of today, and we'll look at it. So the first announcement, the time to burn is now. Embrace the inferno, ladies. Let's see here. Let's see. Ladies dives deep into harnessing. Is that dives? Delves? Deep into harnessing the metrics powerness of this bullish market. We are proud to unveil our Micteclius. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm like all discombobulated today. Medicalist plan to burn ladies tokens through the utility burn as per our refined roadmap of utilities projects below. And let's see here. You can see they're obviously coming up with some kind of burning mechanism. And this kind of goes with what we've been talking about. A lot of people a couple months ago, a month ago, last week, all asking, hey, what's going on with Milady? Is there any kind of utilities? And what you guys remember, if you've been, part of the channel for a while, you guys know, I was like, give it time, let them build as a project. We're in evolving stages right now. I saw this. We all seen this with Milady. I'm sorry, with I told you it's been a long day. We all saw this with Shiba, where Shiba had absolutely nothing going on other than hype. But as it built up as a project with the hype, the market cap built, the wallets built, the users were obviously all there, the community continued to build, and then they started to implement some kind of utility with the project, right? They didn't want to be just this meme coin that has nothing going other than just pure hype. And you can see for Milady, that's starting to happen, right? It's actually happening a lot sooner than I actually anticipated. I expected something like this to occur maybe when we broke over the $1 billion mark, right? Whenever we broke over that $1 billion mark, I think that's when a lot of projects that are meme coins start looking at it like, all right, this is serious, right? We started off as a meme coin, kind of just to see where it went. Now things look like they're getting serious if they're up there in those those kind of market caps. So you can see. And then let's see here. So utility to burn via Ladies Launchpad. Next, with excitement, we unveil our endeavors to employ our expansive meme network, ushering the fourth project for the community. Stake Ladies on our Launchpad for access to cornucopia of meme statistics projects. I know someone's like, that's not how you say it, bro. Sorry, guys. I don't know. They're using some kind of foreign language and I don't know, right? I'm going to have to read the meme handbook here. But the point of what all this is that it's looking good. As far as they're starting to implement a burn, they're obviously going to have some kind of a launch pad for Milady. And let's see here. Finally, these nascent innovations were merely the beginning. Stay updated on X for future burns and utility utilization within the ladies community. That's exciting, guys. That is exciting. That really is. I'm telling you. I think short term, it's going to be like, it probably is helping the price, continue to stay built up. I think long term, it's going to be a very good thing for this project, obviously, because now, when people are like, well, it doesn't have anything going on, like the project doesn't have any, well, no, it actually, they're implementing a lot of stuff now, right? And with just the burn, that means that the circulating supply for Milady right now is at around 734 trillion. We will start seeing that, not the actual circulating supply itself get reduced, but however they implement it, right? Whether it's through transactions or whatever the case is, we'll start reducing what's actually out there in circulation, which in tune will basically increase price, right? So Shiba has that in place right now. And you got to look at a lot of these projects where they'll have like massive circulating supply, and you're like, well, they're gonna need to burn trillions at a time. They're obviously not going to do that. But even if they're burning millions a day, it's still taking off that circulating supply, right? It's still this is all, like I said, it's the fact that the dev team is actually coming out and releasing notes like this versus the last few months it's been nothing but like really just pictures and stuff like that. This is really starting to get people like, wow, like meme coin really, or Milady actually is really doing some stuff right now. Another thing that a lot of people were talking about in the Discord, which I am going to post on the chat here in a second. And if you guys are asking anything, please just repeat yourself and I'll jump in on it. And AVK is basically reading my mind right now. AVK, that's why we're connected, bro. So it looks like, it looks like ladies will trade on DW Labs, liquid markets. Our journey to spread the meme renovation across the internet and institutions knows no bounds. So today, they were actually released on DWF liquid markets. So if that's a trading platform that you're in, or maybe, who knows, maybe all of us, because I'm sure all of us are probably in other exchanges. This could just be another market that they tap into, possibly foreign or whatever the case is, because I'm not too familiar with DFW. Regardless, it's just more and more publicity for Milady, right? More and more. Drinking a nice craft beer. Let's see here. So, Robert, what's going on? Randy, overcome with the big muscles. Eller said Milady will have utilities too. Oh, yep, we talked about that. Pink, I've been dying to say this to you. Metis is 4th place and Binance listed it yesterday. Is this true? Saw a post from somewhere. Yeah, Pink, someone actually dropped that in the stream yesterday. They said the exact same thing, that the number 4 spot on the competition for Binance futures, I guess it's called Metis. They actually were released. They were actually listed on Binance, I believe, recently, if not this week. So that's why, and I keep telling you guys right now, I don't know when the contest is over. Unfortunately, on my end, I'm completely blind for on what's going on with the contest. But, and if you guys have any updates, please let us know in the chat. But what I will say is, as long as that contest is rolling, I mean, Milady is bullish regardless, right? The markets are bullish regardless, but as long as that contest is rolling, I'm telling you guys, a lot of us are waiting for this big dip that we normally would see, like today. You would normally see Bitcoin make that drop. You would see Milady at least retrace back towards some of these levels, looking like a 15, 20, 25% drops. We've seen the other day, what was it, before the contest? I believe, I'm trying to find where the dip was. Was it right here? Yeah, I think it was right here where we saw a dip. I mean, we're trading up here at the 13, and you can see the whole market took a crap. And I mean, we dropped down. Let's see here. We dropped down. I guess TradingView doesn't want to work for me today. We dropped down. Let's see here. Almost 40% within like a few hours for Milady. Almost 40% in a few hours. And it was eaten up quick, right? But what I'm getting to is today, something like that should have occurred, and it did not happen for Milady. It did not happen. And I'm sure we can go down the list on a lot of projects that a lot of projects stay strong. But something like Milady, for it to do that, telling you guys, there's a lot more people watching this project. One, there's a lot more money, obviously, in the market cap that's holding these swings a lot more stable. And you have a lot of people that are sitting on the sides that have been waiting to find these little dips so they can jump in on an entry point. Or you still have all of us OGs that are just eating the dip, right? Like you got your big ass, excuse my language, this tortilla chip, and you're just waiting for that dip, and you're just like, douche, eat it up, right? And I mean, basically, it's just like you can see how bullish right now Milady is and how well she's holding up. Real quick, guys, I don't mean to skip anybody's stuff, and I'm gonna go right back. But my boy Jose with the $2 super chat. What do you think of AI tech? Let's see here. We'll jump in and we'll look at AI tech real quick. And if anybody asks any other questions, I'll jump right on your stuff here in a second. AI tech. So to be honest, I don't know anything about this project, but let's see what's going on here. I think, is this the right project right here? 39 cents. This one says 42. I believe this is it right here. AI Tech. On a serious, it looks like it's on a solid run, bro. This thing is crazy. And while I'm pulling this up, I don't know if you guys got the alert, but we started up a membership. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys jump in. It's only $5 right now to join the membership. And basically for right now, I mean, you're going to get, a bunch of little exclusive emojis. Your comments will be lit up in the comment section so I can see it a little bit easier. And also the main thing is that we are going to have private sessions for all the members, so we can kind of do almost like one-on-one trading. If you have any questions, you can pick my brain. It's almost like how we have on the Discord, but we're going to be live, so we can actually map out things. I know a lot of people are interested in like leverage trading, day trading, swing trading, stuff like that. You guys can kind of see what I do in depth a little bit more. And you'll just basically have a little bit easier because the sessions or the videos will be a little bit more inclusive as far as just for the members and stuff like that. So, I mean, you guys can join and basically we can look at and have a little bit more time looking at a lot of projects as well. So jump in if you can, $5. Obviously, as we move down, and get bigger as a channel, we'll probably increase that, as we get more people. So jump in. It's like jumping in on Milady like 6 months ago, right? It's like jumping on Milady when the market cap was very low. So do it now because eventually you're going to be like, holy crap, it's like $100 to be a member. I paid $5. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to make you guys ride like a contract. Do not tell anybody that you paid $5 to be a member, right? Because then I'm going to have all the new people coming in like, what the hell, bro? So, Jose, so looking at this project, one, very bullish. I will say it's very bullish. If this is a project, the only reason why I keep saying if this is a project, because right here on CoinMarketCap, it tells me that it's at 41 cents. I guess it did correct on TradingView now because it's at 40.9. You can see up here it hit its head at the 50 cent mark. Excuse me. And you guys know what I'm going to say here. As long as it's holding this 236 fib right here at the 39, this thing will probably end up continuing on this run. If it does break this 236, you can see there's going to be a lot of support right here at the 382, which is going to be around that 31.932 cents. So I mean, if I was in this project for long term, I'd be looking for any kind of a retracement back under this 39 cents and looking for a buy zone anywhere around or under this 382, which would be basically, to simplify it, anything under the 32 cents. You can see right here at the 0.5, it has massive support. Basically that confirmation right here at the 26 cents. I honestly don't think this is going to most likely retrace that far down to the 26. You'd be blessed if you were able to, accumulate more at the 26 cents. So I would be looking, honestly, if you see any kind of a retracement under the 236, somewhere around this 32 cents. But you can see as of right now, it's basically on a battle. It's on a battle. You can see right now it's technically let me put this real quick. You can see right here that it's having some kind of a resistance at this 43.7. So you, like I said, you might need to see some kind of a retracement back down towards this 39 cent mark for it to kind of give us some confirmation, and then maybe you'll see somewhat of a bounce where it'll break this all-time high right here. But in the long term, this project looks pretty bullish. Small market cap, only at around 195 million, so very small market cap, and then I can see that it's trading on the BNB, so definitely a solid contract right there. So I mean, doesn't look bad at all. Like I said, again, some levels to look for. Anything under that 39 as far as a retracement, and dollar cost averaging in somewhere if it starts getting anywhere near that 32 or down. So definitely looks good. Now let me see here real quick. I got it. First member, my boy Jojo. What's going on, bro? Thank you so much, Joe. Welcome, man. Everybody's part of the family, right? Everybody's part of the family, but we're going to have, like I said, we're going to have some exclusive perks going on for the members. Randy said, let's hit that like. Let's definitely hit that like. Even if it's not for me, hit that like for Milady, right? Hit the like for Milady, because let me tell you guys something, and I'm going to be honest. We have been doing so good. Each video has been getting like hundreds of likes. I mean, literally, like YouTube's been contacting me like, holy crap. You know, like the amount of views and just the watch time and stuff like that. And really what's going on is that the algorithm for everybody that's hitting the like, we're building this community for Milady, honestly. Because you guys know, when I put my videos out, I'm putting purposely Milady on there, even though we cover everything. I'm putting Milady on there because you guys know we put in so much time for this, right? We put in so much time, and I want to continue to just build the community as far as for Milady, right? I saw this happen back in 2021 when everybody was going crazy about Shiba and Doge and stuff like that, and you saw what the outcome was, right? You saw the outcome was Shiba went absolutely berserk, Dogecoin went absolutely parabolic, straight to the moon, you know, and this is what we're doing for Milady now, right? So, Jojo, thank you so much for the membership, and also Soul, my boy Soul. Those are my top G's right there so far. Welcome, guys. So real quick, just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody's stuff here. Frank said, "Future man doesn't understand our primitive dialect." So someone asked, should I keep my Gala? That's a good question, because we saw that Gala the other day was on a massive run, right? We saw Gala was on a massive run, and you can see in the chart right here, it did run up, hit its head around that 8.6 mark, and it is retracing, right? And we were talking about Gala particularly. If this was to hold up above this 236 at the 0.7 or at the 236 at the 7 cents mark, it was most likely going to continue on this run that it was. You can see it did break the 236, so we are on somewhat of a small retracement. I will say, you can see right here at this 6 cent mark, and let me zoom out real quick. Sorry about that. Let me zoom out real quick. So you can see right here at the 382 around this 6 cents mark. You can see where we basically have consolidated a lot. We did break below, but it was very short. Consolidated, pretty much hit our head right here, almost as resistance. I wouldn't be surprised if we drop down towards this 6 cents right here and maybe find some support. To answer your question though, should you sell or hold on to your Gala? That's something that you're going to have to honestly, decide on your own, because I don't want to give you any kind of financial advice. But let's look up as far as Gala right here. The market cap is back up to $2 billion. So, I mean, Gala is back up and running, bro. I will tell you, and a lot of times, what I will say is right when you go off and you go to move your profits or you move to another project, this project's most likely going to go off, right? So I feel like if you've been holding and you got a good position down here, have some patience. This run right here was nothing compared to most likely what Gala is going to do in this next bull run. Gala before, you can see it was at a time up almost to $1, right? So this thing could easily jump right back up towards that $1 mark. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you would have to make your own decision as far as if you want to sell. But I would just say, you know, have patience for any project, right? Have patience for any project that you're involved in, because a lot of times you'll get good positions and maybe you're like, it's not doing what you expected right now. And then right when you sell, you're going to come back and look and this thing's going to freaking be at like 50 cents, right? So hope that gives you a little bit of hopium. And I will say there looks like there's some kind of a descending triangle forming some kind of a bull flag. So we could come back maybe in the next few days if you remind me, and we'll check this out to see if it plays out. A lot of times these descending triangles or bull flags will usually, most of the time, go up towards the upside after it finds that solid support. And I already told you, I'm thinking right here at this 6 cents, at this fib retracement, it's most likely going to come, find a bounce, and go on for another run. So we'll see how that goes. Real quick, so we have Jojo, Soul, Randy. Everybody's joining the squad. I appreciate that, guys. I really do appreciate that. And you guys stay tuned. I know you guys, most of you guys are in the Discord, so we'll talk a little bit more in regards to what we're going to have as far as exclusive content. So let's see here. Soul said he didn't get the alert for the membership. You know what? I'm writing YouTube a letter right now. I'm going to write them a letter. I'm going to be like, you know what? You guys are trying to deprive the channel right now. You're trying to deprive the channel. Arnold, welcome, bro. Arnold, part of the membership. I appreciate that, bro. So we have Aneo saying that he's in love with his queen. And I would imagine I'm not his queen. I would imagine that it's most likely going to be Milady as his queen. I would imagine, right? I mean, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he's talking about Milady. But if you are talking about me, bro, I love you too, man. I love you too. Seth, welcome, brother. Thank you so much for joining the squad, man. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that. Guys, if it's not popping up the membership, if it's not popping up on the membership, how would you how did you guys find it? Because I just activated everything today. I don't know why it's not popping up for some and it is for others. Randy said on the mobile, move chat and it will say join. Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, Randy, that green on your name looks good, bro. It looks good. So I like the green on your name, bro. Jose said it's on pre-sale. The lounge is on June. What are you talking about? So someone asked, what do I think about Reef? What do I think about Reef? Well, I think reefs are pretty cool. They're really good for the ocean, right? But if we're talking about crypto reef, let's see here. So first thing first, what I see is that the market cap is very low. $100 million market cap, and it's trading on Binance. I mean, that right there is a win. As far as the charts, without even throwing a fib retracement, I'm going to tell you what I already see going on. This is a very, very knowledgeable and right in your face descending triangle. And I want you guys to understand that don't think that just every chart's going to have these bull flags popping up, right? But the fact that we're in a bull market, you're going to see a lot of times over and over a bull flag forming, right? You're going to see these bull flags form. We're going to have retracements. And then you're going to most likely see it go run to the upside again, a bull flag form, right? This is going to be what a bull market is. This is how it's a big indicator that we're in a bull market, because 90% of the projects that we pull up are all going to have somewhat of this kind of chart popping up where you can see a bull flag very easily. Some might not be as easy to find, but something like that, that's just a given. You can see easily that that's a beautiful bull flag. So Now, as far as Reef, you can see it is right now consolidating somewhere around this, right below this 0.5. I wouldn't be surprised, and let me zoom back in, but I wouldn't be surprised if this thing plays out in this bull flag, right? Plays out in this bull flag and possibly comes somewhere around the 618 at around this 37 before running up and making another bull flag, making possibly some new local highs. You can see right here at the 53, at this fib retracement right here is where it pretty much hit its head. So I wouldn't be surprised, this is the 382, that this next bull flag bounces at the 618 and maybe comes up to the 236, somewhere around the 63. But like I said, in the long term for Reef, $100 million market cap trading on Binance, bro, you can't beat that, right? You can't beat that at all. Bro, we got memberships going crazy here. Let's see here. And I am literally behind on the chat like crazy. What's going on, Adam? I hope you're able to find out how to get on there on the memberships. Milady, guys, remember my dream last year. What was your dream, Aneo? I remember you bringing that up. Facts. Someone said if it doesn't pop up, you got to move the chat, I believe, and it'll pop up. Maybe come back into the video or whatnot. I would try that. Xavier said, what's your thoughts on Injective? Last year, it was 70 cents. Now it's at $54. Amazing gains. Bro, Injective, I think, is like one of the... let me see here. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Injective's like number one, I think, or one of the top gainers for the top 100. So I mean, as far as my opinion on this project, I mean, dude, the fact that this thing jumped up 1100% and it's over $1 billion market cap, I believe. Let's look it up. I've heard nothing but good things about this project. Nothing but good things about this project. So I think this right here would be one of the projects that I would put in my I'd put in the big market cap category, right? So you guys always know I want to have a diversified project or diversified portfolio, small, mid, and large cap. I would put this probably in my large cap, where it would add a little bit more stability into my my portfolio if we do see any dips or anything like that. Obviously, with a project like this, market cap at $4 billion already, up 1,000% in the last year. I would say in this bull run, when we're in the thick of it, you could easily probably see a 10, maybe 20, $30 billion market cap for this. So you might be looking at some kind of a 5x for this project, only because this project is just so bullish, right? It's been just running and running. Even when there's days where a lot of the projects are down, this thing just continues to move, right? But I will point out, now that we're looking at the yearly, what's the top project for the year? Bonk. Isn't that crazy? Bonk's up 4,700% for the year. And this is the top 100 projects. That is nuts. That's crazy. Frank said the no-FUD army is growing, bro. We're here to take over. We're here to take over. Lazy, welcome to the fam, bro. I'm glad you were able to figure out how to get on there. Oh, okay. So he said, yeah, the big green button says join. There you go. Seth said, what about Lena? What about Lena? Let's check it out. You guys keep popping up with these projects that are like going crazy. Kind of jealous. I'm always like looking for, well, not always, but I mean, recently I've been like looking, we're all looking for like, cause this is like the time right now, right? That you want to, obviously 6 months ago, a year ago was the perfect time to get into every kind of project. But like right now is like, we're on the cuff of just, going crazy parabolic if we haven't already, so it's like, we're trying to find some of these hidden gems, and I feel like a lot of times in the streams, someone's like, yo, check out this project. It's up like 500%. I'm like, bro, why didn't you bring this up like 3 days ago before the pump? No, I'm just messing. So for this project, you can see it bottomed out right here at around the 47. You can see it obviously broke the 786, broke the 618, right, for right now, and it is on a nice run for today. Couple things I want to point out. was that for the 786 right here. You can see this thing has found massive support on the 786. Found massive support. It did break below the 786 briefly, but that helped it out really to overcome the sellers and let the buyers come in and really let this thing start thriving. I always tell you guys with a lot of projects, don't be upset or don't get scared if a project starts to retrace, because a lot of times that's what you want to see. You want to see a retracement, and some of these projects, especially if they're kind of sitting there and consolidating, you see somewhat of a retracement. A lot of times that'll push out the buyers, and the sellers will come in and pick up and eat that dip, and it'll kind of start that momentum from going. And you can see with this project, it has done that. It did run up, and this is going to be the 618. It ran up, and you can see it did hit its head multiple times on the 618 and then broke above. So I wouldn't be upset for this project if we could see some kind of a retracement where it bounces, and finds support at the 618, holding and finding that support, holding these gains. That would just lead for probably a continuation on the run. You can see the local high is at the top right here at the 2.9 cents. So you're going to have obviously the 0.5 as some solid resistance. You can see this thing is broke above the 0.5, but it has not formed any kind of support above it. Other than maybe you can say when it did run up to make this local high, but most of the time it really does not make, or if it does break above the 0.5, it's quickly rejected and it comes right back down. So definitely looks bullish. Definitely looks bullish. Let me see what the market cap is for this project real quick. I believe this is it right here. Yeah, 1.5. Oh, wow. So under $100 million, bro. And it's traded on Binance. I mean, you see the two things right there. Under $100 million traded on Binance. And this thing's up, even up for today. I'm sure you probably bought in when it was a little bit farther down. So, I mean, you're sitting nice. Long term, I think this is going to be a good play, bro. So, definitely a good play. As far as spots to dollar cost average in, anything under that 618, I would say somewhere around where it has support at the 786 at the 1 cent mark will most likely be a good spot for some dollar cost averaging in. BP said, I'm going to have to go buy a Google prepaid card and get my membership. I don't trust Google with my credit card. BP, you're good, brother. You're good, man. I'm giving everybody, listen, we're not going to, tomorrow, I'm not going to just start doing exclusive content. What I'll do is I'm going to give everybody, because I know it just started today. So what we'll do is we'll give everybody a few days if you're able to. If you're able to jump in, right? I know, you might have your money tied up with other things, so don't worry. We're still going to have a beautiful stream every single day, right? But I do want to bring some exclusive content to my people. So if you're good in a week, we'll give everybody a solid, maybe a week before we really start diving in on a lot of the exclusive content, so we can give everybody time to jump in. So don't feel like you have to go, haul ass, or do something crazy today to try to jump in on the membership. So we'll definitely wait up for you. Adam said, I can't find it or it's not showing up. What I'll do, Adam, is I know you're in the Discord, so we'll figure it out, and I'll send you a message in Discord. So, Milady is down 8%. Great time to buy. And I know, Bailey, you've been buying those dips because I know you always update me whenever you're buying those dips. Earlier was a beautiful dip. It was a beautiful dip. Let's see what is so what's Bitcoin? Bitcoin honestly is impressive for today. We did make that all-time high, but I mean, you saw this massive drop, and I was like, oh, here it goes. Right when it broke this support line right here, I was like, oh, man, here we go. And I mean, this thing out of nowhere just found some support just out of nowhere, right here at the 68,600, and immediately jumped right back into this channel, which leads me to believe that we're going to continue to have probably more highs being made probably this week, next week coming up. But I do want to point out that on the 20th of this month, March 20th, we do have a Fed meeting coming out for the inflation, right? There's gonna be 100% volatility leading up to that. So most likely, as we approach the 20th, most likely maybe a day or two before, you're gonna most likely start seeing the volatility start. And the day of that morning, Bitcoin's gonna be up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And most likely it'll be like that for that day. And then I think we're going to be right back on track, because after the 20th is really the last little spot that we have for some major volatility, unless like there's some kind of like curveballs thrown in between there and you know, the halving. But after the 20th, we have the halving coming up, and that's pretty much smooth sailings from there, right? So I think after the 20th, whatever happens, it's going to be a short-lived nothing burger as far as the volatility, and we're going to be right back up and running. And I think we're going to continue to, just like I told you guys, we're seeing new highs and new highs and new highs. Still predicting somewhere around that $76,000 to $80,000 Bitcoin pre-halving. Kid Talk, what's going on? Michael said, I'm sorry I'm late. No worries, no worries. All right, so let's see here. What's your take on Unibot? So I'm going to be honest with you on Unibot. Don't know anything about the project, but the first thing that I am pointing out is that right now, you can see this project obviously is not too old, because this is the 200-day moving average. It just formed around the mid-February, right? So this project's not even a year old, but you can see it's actually trading below the 200-day moving average. And if you guys know how I am about the 200-day moving average, I would say for right now, I would be a little bearish on Unibot, to be honest with you. I don't know what happened today, but this thing dropped down and it hasn't been able to rebound for right now. So I would say just be cautious, but two things with this. I am bearish because it's below the 200-day moving average, but I would say that where it's at right now, and we'll zoom out real quick before I even say anything so I don't have to eat my words. Pretty sure, yeah, that's it. So the bottom, it actually made a new low today, or it almost hit the low right here. So this is going to be your low, the bottom that it's so far that it's pretty much formed. It almost went down to that low again. Didn't retest it technically, but it's really not far from the all-time low. So if this is a project you believe in long term, right now I would just be adding and adding to my bag. I would just be adding and adding to my bag right here. If this is the project. Small market cap, $40 million, a little bit less than $40 million. It just made, you know, almost a retestment on the low. So, I mean, for right now, if I was to be buying in on this project, that's what I would be doing. It's just dollar cost averaging in on what it is. Now, like I tell you, as far as the 200-day, bearish, very bearish sign. You want to see this thing come up and start retesting that 200-day soon. And it looks like it's forming somewhat, I wouldn't even consider it a W pattern, a double top, a double bottom. I mean, it looks like it is, so I wouldn't be surprised if this thing probably gets a little bit of juice and comes back up and retests the 200-day. But for right now, it most likely will come up and get rejected until this thing can really get some juice behind it. So, but good luck with that. Rawls with the $5 super chat. What's going on, brother? Yes, G. Finally made it onto live. Been busy with Ramadan. Oh, happy Ramadan, brother. Also, can you check on TIA? Thanks and respect. No worries, brother. My boy, I will tell you guys. Rawls with the 5 pounds. Did I say $5? 5 pounds, because he's from across the pond. He has been very loyal to this project. I will tell you that. Very loyal to this project. So now I remember, I remember talking about this. So we obviously have our fib retracement on here. You can see Rawls. So it still has not broke that support level that we've had for probably the last 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, for at least the last few weeks. We've had this support level right here at around the $14.86. It's really been holding. It did break a little bit below, but you can see for the most part, it has been respecting this 382 right here, not even touching this support level that we have at the $14.80. So, I mean, it's still in my eyes, looks very bullish. This thing was running on a big run. I mean, it was just continuing to move for weeks on weeks. So you knew some kind of a cool-off consolidation was eventually going to come. And you can see it's holding a lot of its gains right now. So as long as this thing's holding up above the 382, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is setting up for another run. Just broke the 236 right here. So, I mean, it looks like you could be on the cuffs of another big run right here. Market cap, let's see, what is the market cap at nowadays? Around 3 billion. I can't believe it's that big. It's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even realize it was going to be that big. That's what she said though, right? Trading on Binance. I mean, honestly, in my eyes, this project has looked very bullish. I don't think there's been a day where this project's ever really looked bearish, right? I mean, if you really look at this chart, not a very big chart, but just continuing to move up. So for right now, I would say very, very bullish. We do have this spot, like I said, for right here, this $14.80. If you are looking to add to your bag, I would probably look for any kind of a retracement somewhere around that $14.80. If it touches or gets near that or breaks below it for whatever reason, that would be a buy zone in my eyes for this project. But in the long run, I think you're on a solid project. This thing has been doing nothing but great since the day it started. So definitely good luck with that. And thank you again for the £5 super chat. I appreciate that, bro. So Gina, I can't believe you asked me that, Gina. Did you guys see what Gina just asked me? Gina asked me, what do I think about cocking you? Gina, I can't believe that you came here and asked that question. I cannot believe that you came in and asked that question. I'm just messing with you. You should have seen some of the things that they were asking me the other day. Cocking you ain't nothing compared to what they've been bringing up in here. So Cock's been looking pretty good. Definitely up, right? And I mean, that's where you want to see it. It's definitely up. Market cap getting up there around $400 million. The volume's looking pretty good at around 64 million. This thing is doing great. And I told a lot of people, with this project, you know, it's a meme coin, but this project has one of the biggest YouTubers that talks about it consistently, right? We all know George, I Am George, is definitely a big believer in this project. He knows the devs, right? He's invested in the project. And I think as long as he's kind of given some, exposure to this project, I think it's going to stay relevant. So not a bad project whatsoever. You can see it found support at the 236 right here above the 51. So you can see it did actually come up and retest its all-time high at the 64. So, I mean, looks great. It honestly looks good. I would say, and we have this spot right here as support, but also I would say if it dropped for whatever reason under this 40 mark, that would be just a buy-in right there. Because anything under that 40 mark, you can see it's been there. You know, it consolidated for a while. But anything when you get under that 40 mark, you're probably looking at a market cap that's getting relatively low. And I think it'll be a plus in the long term for this project. I think this project's not going anywhere. If you really ask me, I don't know if it's going to be a top contender in the meme coin space. Could be very well, right? Could be. It has a lot of exposure behind it. The name is catchy, right? And I mean, that's usually what drives the hype a lot of times. So, you know, this could be the play right here for sure. Someone asked, Gotham asks, should I buy Milady now or is it going to drop a little bit more? That's a good question. So, obviously, Gotham, I'm not going to give you any financial advice as far as what you should be doing. But I will say, as far as right now, we were covering this at the beginning of the live, is that, you know, Milady is looking very bullish. You know, these dips they're very small compared to what they were just a few weeks ago. Today, you saw Bitcoin, you know, do a big dip, right? Almost like a fake out for today. And usually on a dip like that, even if it's a quick short-term fake out on Bitcoin, you normally would see Milady retrace at least 20%. And we only saw Milady retrace, let's see here, 7%. So that's telling me that there's a lot of hype behind this project and a lot of people that are waiting for this massive dip. I honestly think that it's not going to happen. I really don't, unless something like a curveball gets thrown out for the whole market. I don't see Milady retracing down to some of these levels that we were, previously calling maybe a few days ago, a few weeks ago. I don't know if you guys caught the beginning of the stream, but we were going over the dev team releasing that there's going to be burns, staking, a launch pad, all getting implemented onto ladies. So with all this going on, and then we're still trending on Binance for the future, contests for Binance, all this throwing in, and then Bitcoin still holding up above 70,000. I really don't see a big retracement for Milady. So with that being said, you got to make your own decision, but looking at like what today, I think that might have been one of our biggest retracements that we're going to see for right now. Now, I could be completely wrong, and tomorrow, the whole Bitcoin goes down to 60,000. I don't think that's happening, but I'm just saying you got to always prepare for the worst, right? This is crypto. Anything can happen. So if something like that was to happen, then you're going to see a big retracement. But for right now, there's no indicators that there's going to be a big retracement on Milady, and that we're most likely going to consolidate. We're finding support as we speak around this 25 mark, which has been holding pretty well. So in my opinion, anything under this 25 mark possibly could be somewhat of a starting of a dollar cost average in on Milady, right? Because at the end of the day, when you really look at Milady and you look at the market cap that we're sitting at right now, we're somewhat around, we're under 200 million right now. So, I mean, the market cap is still so small for this project. And remember, we are expecting, this could be 6 months down the road, this could be 2 months, could be a year. We don't know exactly when, but we're expecting when we're in the pinnacle of this bull run that we're going to see somewhat of a $2 to $10 billion market cap for Milady. That's my opinion. So buying in right now wouldn't be a bad time, but have patience. That's the one thing, if I could tell you any kind of, as far as buying in, is just have patience. If it's not at a comfortable price right now, maybe you'll see it. Maybe you'll see a comfortable price in the next few days, next few weeks, right? Maybe. But I can't guarantee anything because Milady is trending right now. She's top meme coin, I feel like, right now. She really is. Top meme coin right now. Because if you really look at, look what, Pepe right now. Pepe's been doing really well. It's down 10% today. Down 10%. Bonk, number one project of the year. It's down. Bonk's down 8%. Right? Myro. I think Myro's a solid project. Another one of those hidden gems that has a small market cap. Myro's down 12% today. Right? I mean, you can say, all right, Milady's is down 8%. She is down 8%. Right? But she's down 8% from just making an all-time high. As of, I believe that was, all-time high. We tested it today. We retested that all-time high today. So, I mean, Milady just came off of an all-time high today. And I think there's going to be more down the road. I really do. Now, real quick, I see a lot of people, what about this? What about that? We will check all that out. But let's just jump right into these articles because there was a couple things that I did want to go over real quick, and then we'll go right back into TA. Because we'll sit there for the next 3 hours. What about this project? What about that project? But I will say, if your name's green, I can see it a little bit better whenever you're asking a question. Just throwing that out. Overcome. I like that emoji that you use, bro. That's funny. I'm going to have more coming, bro. I'm going to have exclusive stuff coming. I swear. We're going to have some funny stuff going on here. So let's see here. So you guys know, so this is it Dencun goes live on Genesis, Ethereum next in line. So let's see here. The Dencun, I know I'm mispronouncing this. Is it Dencun? The Dencun hard fork went live on Ethereum. Ethereum's compatible Genesis chain on March the 11th, which was yesterday, readying the stage for its implementation on Ethereum. The Dencun upgrade is expected to go live on Ethereum this week, which is a big reason, and we'll check. Is Ethereum pumping still? It's down 3%. It did break $4,000 yesterday. But let's see here. The Dencun upgrade is expected to go live on Ethereum this week since it's hard fork. All the validator nodes will need to update their software before this enhancement. And I will tell you, a lot of times when these go live, especially for Ethereum, you're going to see a quick sell the news probably event where I wouldn't be surprised if the actual market's doing all right, right? Even, I mean, the market's been doing great, but I'm saying, like, let's just say Bitcoin is just kind of sitting around where it's at right now. You might see Ethereum start pumping a little bit whenever this is about to really go in effect, like the day of. It's not giving me a date yet, but it says this week. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin or Ethereum maybe jumps up over $4,000 again, which isn't far from its all-time high. But it jumps up maybe above 4,000, and then you'll see maybe somewhat of a small sell the news event. We've seen that every time whenever Ethereum's rolling out some kind of a new update or a fork or whatever the case may be. So let's see here. Dencun will introduce several critical changes on Ethereum. One of them is the introduction of blobs, a technology that can be explained as data storage channels. Nice. Blobs are designed to enhance the efficiency of data storage and retrieval, optimizing layer 2 scaling and performance on Ethereum. Nice. And you guys know layer 2, Polygon, we have Arbitrum. There's a lot actually now, but those are like pretty much my two favorite as of right now. I believe we have a few other ones that have just dropped not too long ago. But I mean, this is only going to help out the layer 2 projects. So I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing some of these layer 2s start pumping as well. And speaking of, look at this. As a result, once Dencun goes live, layer 2 platforms like Base just dropped not too long ago. We have Arbitrum, which is one of my favorite, and others will process transactions cheaply. This will welcome change for users currently enjoying low fees on these solutions. So that's pretty cool. That's nothing but a plus for Ethereum. And you guys know, with Ethereum, you know, if Ethereum continues to move and starts making all-time highs, it's going to bring up the altcoins as well, because Ethereum is the top altcoin of all, right? It is the top altcoin for now, you know, and it's going to bring up, you know, all the other altcoins. Just like Bitcoin really moves the whole market, Bitcoin moves the whole market. Ethereum runs with Bitcoin. Ethereum, once it starts getting to all-time highs, usually is a big signal that we're getting into altcoin season. So you know that Ethereum is not far from its all-time high, so you can just feel it coming, right? Oh, let me add the Discord link real quick. Thank you for reminding me, Lazy. I appreciate that. Real quick, while I am silently pulling up the Discord, make sure you guys have hit the likes. We're doing pretty good. We got like 75 people and 55 likes. Not bad. Here we go. All right, I just went ahead and added the Discord link into the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that to the top. So you guys, if you are active on Discord, make sure you guys come and jump in. It's a direct connection to myself. If I'm not live, you guys can always hit me up on Discord. I'm always there. And also, we have we have a whole community inside the Discord. Not just myself, but we have a lot of people in there that are helping each other out, you know, and talking about crypto all day. So come join the Discord whenever you guys get a chance. So Clear said, where do I buy my first Milady's NFT? You know, you're gonna have to have some kind of a wallet, but I will tell you, what are the big NFT markets right now? I'm so unfamiliar with NFTs. I know you can go on, I always say, but they have like everything you can use is crypto.com. You can go onto their platform and they have a section where it's strictly NFTs, and you can actually buy Milady NFTs on crypto.com. if I'm not mistaken. So, oh, and thank you, Prodigy. OpenSea, that's what I was looking for. I was like, man, I haven't like looked at, and I own probably like 10 NFTs, and I haven't even looked at them since 2021. So, thank you so much, Prodigy, for that. Bailey said Milady is going to hit $3 billion market cap at the end of this year, maybe before. Uh-oh. There's Bailey's prediction. Mr. Allen said, Crow, you want to look at Crow, bro? You want to look at some Crow, bro? She's not doing bad. Finally came alive, right? She's sitting at around 16 cents. You can see she jumped up in her head right around this 18 mark where we have a spot. I wonder if I put that resistance line before I hit it or after. I don't remember. I don't know, guys. I think I did it before. I don't remember. We haven't really looked at Crow much. But she doesn't look bad at all. You can see she bounced beautifully right here at the 236 at around that 15.2 mark right there. So, I mean, still very bullish, trying to hold these gains. And, you know, a lot of these projects right now, when you look at them, when we pull them up, you can see that a lot of these projects are, a lot of them have made either all-time highs or local highs. And they're all sitting right around that 236, which is very bullish. It means that the project's still very high. I mean, the project's still very bullish, but it's holding a lot of its gains. You can see, even though it has retraced from maybe this local high, a lot of people are still holding on. And if this thing can really hold above this 236, where it's already kind of pretty much found some support, might need to bounce maybe one or two more times at that 15.2, but this thing could easily, as we continue to move as the market, can just fly right by this local high. Remember, this thing at a time back in 2021 was almost to $1. So I wouldn't be surprised as Chrono continues to build that they will probably achieve that goal of getting above $1 at some point. I am a big Crow believer. I really am. I know a lot of people are like, I'm a big Crow believer. It's where I really learned my stomping grounds for DeFi. So I will always have love for Crow. I want to see them really start building a lot more on their DeFi, their ecosystem. I think that will help Crow, the native coin, really grow as well if their DeFi starts pumping again. So, but very bullish on this, very, very bullish. I think long term this project will do very well, like it did in the last bull run. So, Michael joined as a member. I appreciate that, brother. I love seeing all you guys in the green, bro. It's a good look. Lazy, real quick, just to remind you, I did put the Discord a link at the top. So the goober said, make this OG $70 billion holder green, please. I got you, bro. Like I said, if you guys can't join right now, don't feel like you're missing, like you're gonna miss out, by tonight. Like I said, we're gonna wait. We're gonna give everybody a few days, maybe a week. If you guys can right now, it's only $5. I made sure I did the minimum. YouTube was like, you should trying to suggest like $20, $50. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna do that. $50? Nope, I'm not doing that. Maybe when we get down the road, for the people that are joining, maybe 6 months down the road, that's going to be their problem, right? They can join at something like $20 or $50, but for right now, I wanted to make sure you guys jump in at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to build as a community. So, and like I said, you're going to get those exclusive perks. Obviously, when you guys do chat, I can see all your chats are lit up, right? You're all lit up in green, but also you're going to have, the emojis that we're going to continue to keep adding. And if you guys have any suggestions, you guys can give me, obviously, in the Discord. But really, I think the main thing for the membership is going to be the exclusive content that we're going to have. Almost like the one-on-one sessions that we're going to have as far as some of the lives that we can go over anything that you guys are interested on. As far as, leverage trading, day trading, if there's any in-depth projects that you guys want to look at, anything like that. But we're still going to kill it in lives every single day. So don't worry. If you're not, part of the membership, don't worry. Troy said, can you access Discord on iPhones? Yeah, you can, 100%. You download Discord, the Discord app on the marketplace, and you should be good to go. And then just come back and click on the link, and you'll be good to go. You should be good to go. So as far as DeFi, you guys know the other day, I want to bring this up the other day. You guys remember I was talking about this project that dropped on Solana, Oracle. Getting bullish on this project. I did, when I was pointing it out, it was somewhere around $1. This thing jumped up, like yesterday, it was at $3.60. And I was like, I'm not selling. I'm just going to hold on to it because the market cap is only at $2 million. When I bought it was at $1 million. So, I mean, something maybe you guys can look onto Oracle. This project seems to be, it's something that's integrated with AI bots, and it just got dropped about 3 or 4 days ago on Solana. So you guys can check it out. It's Oracle. Like I said, I jumped in. Anything like under, right now it's been finding support right here at the $1.80, $1.87 right here. It looks like it's been bouncing right for right now. So anything maybe at that $1.80 or under would be something of a solid dollar cost average in. And I'm going to continue to dollar cost average in on this project for sure if it does break below there. So market cap only $2 million right now, and liquidity's at like about $250,000 locked in. So not a bad project. But looking at DeFi, remember we read an article that DeFi, the TVL, right, the money that's locked on DeFi has hit highs in the last 2 years, which is signaling that DeFi season is amongst us, guys. I know Solana has been going absolutely crazy in the last few months, which is, you know that's awesome. I love Solana. Been riding with Solana on the DeFi now for a few months, and it's been awesome. Other than the rug pulls, you got to live and learn on that. That's going to be all over DeFi, right? But if you really look at some of the projects that are in between these rug pulls and all these fast movers, there's some solid projects that have actually made it out to the big leagues, like Bonk and Myro, Dog with Hat. A lot of these projects all came on to the DeFi, and now they're all getting traded on big exchanges and stuff like that. So I think DeFi season as a whole is amongst us and coming up very soon. You're going to see a lot of these volumes jump up. Today, volume for Ethereum around 2.5 billion. You can see Solana at around 1.5 billion. Binance 2.2 billion. Arbitrum right under $1 billion at 900 million. Polygon's been creeping up at around 400 million. And let's see what Base is at, about 150 billion. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. This Blast is another layer 2 project that just came out recently. Don't know much about it, but it did come out recently. But volume's been looking really good on DeFi as of now. So me personally, that's why I brought up that DeFi project just now, Oracle. I've been finding little hidden gems that I'm just putting my money in, and I'm dollar cost averaging in, because when DeFi season kicks in, I think we're going to see a lot of these projects just go completely parabolic like crazy. So right now might be the good time, to kind of find these projects, long-term projects. I know we all jump in on DeFi, and they're usually, for those quick gains, right? So someone asked something while I was talking just now, and I freaking forgot. All right, let's see here. Goat said, I'm going to buy 100 billion ladies right now. He said he's about to buy 100 billion ladies right now. That'd be some kind of a whale. That's like a whale move right there, right? Because someone's saying 100 billion ladies is $20,000 right now. I don't know, guys. That's a whale move right there. Mike said, I got a coin for you. IOX. Yep. Familiar with the project. Look at my Fib retracement. We haven't looked at this project in a while. Looks friggin' solid though. Looks like it's been going on a nice run. We were looking at this project back in the end of last year, so we haven't looked at it in a while. Wonder if I can run off this Fib retracement here. Here we go. So a couple things with this project. Obviously, first thing is above its 200-day moving average. So bullish in my eyes. It's well above the 200-day one. Two, this thing has been, looks beautiful, right? You have, besides this, maybe this big giga pump, found support at the 786, went on a nice run, right? Found some support consolidating around the 618, around that 4 cent mark, went on a beautiful, nice run, went back and found support higher up at around the 382, consolidated, looks like it dropped down and almost went back to retest this 0.5, and then leading to making some local highs. So right now, the local high for this is going to be around 9 cents. Looks great. So a couple things I want to see for this project is I do not want to see this thing make a double top, obviously, right? You don't want to see, if this thing breaks the 20-day and it maybe comes back to retest this 236 at around the 7 cents, it might end up making somewhat of a double top and might need to retrace back down towards the 382 right here, where it already has some support. But doesn't look like it's necessarily going to do that. I'm just calling that out immediately. But as long as this thing can stay above this 20-day, you can see as long as it's riding above the 20-day, it's going to continue to move up. I wouldn't be surprised by tonight, tomorrow, if it continues to move, it easily will break this local high at around the 9 cent mark. So definitely looks good. Market cap around 800 million. So, I'd put it at one of those mid caps for right now. I would put it as a mid cap, solid project, traded on. I know it's on it's on Coinbase, Binance, so it's pretty much listed on anything that you want it to be listed on. So I wouldn't be surprised in this bull run, this thing easily jumps back up. And I know this isn't anywhere near its all-time high. All-time high being this crazy giga pump at 50 cents. So I don't know if I would consider that. That's like an unnatural pump right there, right? I honestly think that where it's at right now, we'll consider at almost like all-time highs, because that giga pump was just unreal. I think, I'm not mistaken, no, that was 2023. I was going to say, when this thing dropped, I remember buying in. It dropped and they added it to Coinbase, and I remember buying in and doing a day trade and making out really well in this project. So, but for right now, like I said, looks good. Definitely on a nice run. We want to see this thing hold up above the 236, obviously. Where it's at right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's breaking these local highs, though, very shortly. So, very solid project. Mike said he got in right where my fib was. What do you mean where the fib started? Down here? If that's the case, bro, you're doing really well. Justin said, "Let's go to Etherscan." Well, let's take a trip to Etherscan, guys. Let's look. So wallets are up. Remember yesterday we were at around 18,500. We're at 18,900. You know what? And I know you're probably thinking, well, 18,900, that's not too much. We're moving up like 500 wallets a day. And these are going to be most likely holders that are like holding on, for this next bull run, or when we get into the mix of a solid bull run that we're already pretty much in. We're moving up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wallets a day. So, I mean, very bullish, very bullish. Soon we're going to come check these wallets. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be at like 50,000, 75,000, 100,000. We went and looked at what Shiba had, right? And it was at like 1 point something million holders, wallets open for Shiba. We'll be there eventually, right? That should, honestly, when you look at these wallets, this right here should tell you that we're still so early in this project. And I know that's like gimmick to say like, you're so early in a project. But when you look at how many holders are actually holding right now, out of everybody that's in crypto, the millions of people, we only have right under 19,000 people holding wallets, right? That's very small compared to what we're going to be getting into. So, Shazan, he said, yo, what up? What's going on, brother? Crazy Bunny? Is that a project? Are you calling me a crazy bunny? Troy said, can you look at, is that SLN or is that SIN? Smart Layer Network. I'm going to take it was SLN, right? Is this the project? $5. It's at $5. Is this a new project? I mean, it looks relatively new. Yeah, this is it. So small market cap. Very small market cap. Up 12% for the week. Not too bad. I mean, not too much you can say on this other than, you guys know I'm going to point this out. I mean, it already looks like it's pointing out to be a bear flag. I mean, a bull flag. That's crazy. Projects that get released in the bull market are just already making freaking bull flags. I mean, the only reason why I would be like a little iffy, not on the project, but like if this is going to play out, just because with projects like this, they haven't really found a big support level, right? You can see right here, it has technically found some support, and we'll put it down. You can see for right now, it has found some support at around the $4.30. It's bounced multiple times on there. But, you know, with new projects, anything can happen, right? I don't know if this project had a big pre-sale and people got in at a fraction. I don't know if there was a big airdrop. I don't know anything about this project, right? So if any of that was to take place, you could see some kind of a sell pressure out of nowhere, right? But the way the project looks is when it was launched, it had looks like a nice launch, and it pretty much held a lot of its gains. So the small market cap, for right now, very small chart, but it looks it looks bullish. Made a bull flag, found support around the $4.30. So if you were to maybe look for dollar cost averaging in for right now, I would say anything under that $4.30 would be a pretty decent spot for you to get in or add to your bag. But even right now where it's at, technically, if you were just to go by this chart, isn't a bad spot to dollar cost average in, right? Now you gotta remember, I'm working with just a week of data here, so. Mike said, thank you. No worries, bro. Thank you so much for being a member, dude. I appreciate it. Let's see here. I made $500 last night shorting, about $200 today. Okay. We're not going to judge you, bro. I've been staying away from... what are you shorting? Whoa. What are you shorting, bro? Pink said, hey, the goober, you are right about making 20K with that 100 billion. I have 80 billion. I'm up 15 grand. There you go. Blue Oyster said, I hope you guys mind Pi Network. We got mainnet Pi Day. Sen, do you think Milady is worth buying, bro? Peace and love to the whole world. So do I think it's worth buying? 100%, right? 100%. As far as like right now, I don't think we just went over this recently. I don't think right now is a terrible spot to buy in to dollar cost averaging, right? You guys always know, let's just say I have $1,000 that I can spend, right? $1,000 that I don't have any kind of attachment to. I don't have any kind of urgency as far as needing it to pay my bills, feed my family, anything like that. So I have $1,000 to invest, right? Because I don't look at 99% of the projects, as long as you're away from DeFi, anything you invest in, as long as you have patience, you're going to make money, right? You're going to make money. It's all about positioning yourself, right? And getting in at the optimal time. Right now is not a bad time. You're at $186 million market cap, relatively small. You guys know we are predicting that this project's going to do, $2 to $10 billion market cap, right? If that is the case, then right now isn't a bad time to buy. And if you're asking just in general, do I think buying Milady is a good buy? 100%. 100%. And now even before what we went over today, I was still saying the market cap's so low. We're building as far as the community. The community is building. The holders are going up. As far as all comparing to all the other meme coins, this market cap is like 1/20th of all the other meme coins that are in its on its level. But then you throw in what we see today. That's just such a big thing. I don't even think I don't think I gave it enough enthusiasm behind it. Really looking and seeing that now the devs are implementing some kind of a burn. They're gonna have a stake, a staking mechanism going where you can stake your Milady, which basically it almost promotes people not selling, right? When you're staking, you're putting your tokens or your coins into use as far as putting them in, and you're gonna get somewhat of a APY or some kind of something back on your investment. So people a lot of times won't sell. They'll put them in these staking things, and then they also have a launch pad that they're going to be implementing on Milady. So with all that being said, and then we have us right now trending on Binance. I think it's just going to be nothing but up for Milady. We're going to have retracements in between here and there. Obviously, every project's going to have that. You see how Bitcoin runs. Bitcoin is, I'm so bullish on Bitcoin, and you can see that in between these runs, we have retracements, right? So every project's going to have retracements. I would just say have patience. You might be able to jump in at a better time, right? Right now might be that good time. We just came off of an all-time high. We have retraced about 8% from there. Tomorrow we could wake up and this thing could easily be making new all-time highs, right? So I guess you have to just kind of figure out what your financial situation is and just have patience. And the best thing I can say for anything is just dollar cost average in. That's the best thing I can say. And no worries, brother, man. I got you, man. Randy, Kid Talk is in the Philippines. He's in the Philippines right now. Rihanna said, bro, Milady will be 1,000 or hella higher just for a Billy soon. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? And we've been tracking Milady since it was like $19 for 1 billion. Isn't that crazy? Craziness. And that's why like it's nuts, because like not just Milady but a lot of other projects during the bear market. I'm sitting here, I started my channel during the bear market, right? And it was rough. It really was, because a lot of people, you guys know how it is. A lot of people, when the market's down, no one wants to even talk about crypto unless you're a diehard crypto, right? Like a lot of us. But you have a lot of people that they jumped out of the market during the bear market and they didn't even want to look back at crypto, right? And if the people that actually were like on my channel, on other channels too, and we were covering a lot of these projects, you're up like crazy right now. You're up like crazy because we mapped out a lot of projects that are just right now at the beginning of the bull market that we're in, have already 5, 6, 7x, maybe some of them even 10x on a lot of them, right? So, that's funny that you bring that up. That soon Milady will be $1,000 for $1 billion, and there was a time where we're covering Milady like 8, 9, 10 months ago, a year ago, whatever it's been. It's been almost a year now. That Milady was under $20 for $1 billion. That means you could have jumped in on like 10 billion for $100. I'm sorry, no. Nope, that would have been $200. Sorry. I lied there. But still, 10 billion for $200. That's crazy. Rihanna said I got in at 37. Nice. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I saw PRQ. PRQ was on a nice little run today. It's funny is I freaking sold like a few days ago. Let me see. Where is my PRQ? It's just right here. Oh, yeah. I tell you, you guys know how it goes, bro. These markets, they sit there and they watch you and they're like, all right, he sold. Let's go. Right? And you know what it was that we were like, I was buying in. It was down, but it was like not doing anything. I was like, bruh. I was like, I know I'm going to eat my words. I was like, because I told you guys I don't want to time this market anymore. Right? And I threw like $1,000 into this. and it was just sitting there, and I was like, you know what, if it did jump up, it was like over here, and I was up a little bit, I was like, you know what, I'm hopping out, because from what it was doing was it kept running up and hitting its head on 16 cents. Kept running up and hitting its head on 16 cents. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to jump out and maybe reposition myself if we see somewhere where it drops back down towards like the 14 cents. Next day, it's like, it's up to like 17 cents. I'm like, bro, are you freaking kidding me right now? And then obviously you see it jumped up to 21 cents earlier. So it's not looking bad. If you have the patience for this project, you can see that it's been making higher lows, right? It's been making higher lows. And for this project, it's got a small market cap. That's what intrigued me too. I was like, you know, I'm just going to jump in. It's at about $41 million and it's trading on Coinbase. You can obviously get it on crypto.com as well, but it's already on Coinbase. So I was like, you know what? I know if you just hold on to this and you can have patience and you get in at a good spot, when there's going to be a day where you're going to come up, this thing's going to jump up probably quick 200-300% out of nowhere. Because I'm telling you guys, in the middle of a bull run, anything that's trading on like Binance or Coinbase will all have its time where it just will literally have a day where it just like literally 3x's. Tuck said 90 billion, 10 billion more to go. Nice. There you go. MeX, what's going on? He said, when the market going to recover? Maybe tonight? I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I am telling you guys that most likely, yeah, we'll probably have some kind of a recovery, most likely, because you can see, obviously, for Bitcoin, it already has recovered for the most part as far as what we saw today. But I do want to just remind you guys that we do have an FOMC meeting coming up on the 20th, which tomorrow will mark 1 week until the FOMC meeting. And that's going to be on the 20th. Where is that? Is that right here? No. Oh, it's down here. So I thought this was... Let me see here. Nope, that's not it. But we do have an FOMC meeting coming up. And let's actually look at the numbers that we haven't looked at in a while here. Where is my bookmarks? FOMC meeting. There we go. And you guys can see here we have 7 days actually in 18 hours. Yep. So on the 20th, look at this. 99%. Everybody's pretty much come to the conclusion that there's going to be no rate hikes. No reduction and the no reduction in interest rates coming up on the 20th. We are pretty much 100% certain. Now moving over towards the May, you can see 84% are still calling for no kind of reduction, or ease is what they like to call it, in the interest rates for the FOMC for May. Now June is when you're starting to see a difference, right? You're starting to see now, we move to June, where they're talking about, you can see a lot of people are thinking, and these numbers are going to shift. These numbers are all going to shift as we get closer towards these dates. I don't think March and May are going to shift, but maybe June, you start getting to June, July. Remember, this is when the time I start thinking that the altcoins are going to we're going to be in like the brunt of altcoin season around July, August is what I'm calling. And that's around the time where you're going to probably see, most likely from what it looks like now, the Fed's starting to reduce interest rates, right? Now, they're not going to come out of nowhere and just start reducing them. I think they're not going to start doing 0.5%. I think they're going to start moving by the 0.25% the first couple times to kind of just, slowly ease into it and start bringing down the interest rates. So we will continue to map this out. But for March coming up in about a week from now, nothing. So what I was saying was that I would expect on or around March 20th that there's going to be a little bit of some volatility on the FOMC meeting, with the news that there's going to be nothing but a pause. You guys saw how today, it was crazy. We saw inflation, the numbers actually come up. They had the forecast at 3.9 and we came out at a 4.0, right? So we were actually higher than forecast. And for a while, the first few minutes, like maybe first hour, Bitcoin didn't really do much. And I'm sitting here like flabbergasted. I'm like, I cannot believe that Bitcoin hasn't reacted negatively. The dollar was up. The DXY was moving up, and Bitcoin was kind of just staying stagnant. And then eventually, once the stock market kind of opened up, you saw that Bitcoin did have this sell-off, but it was very short-lived, right? So I'm expecting that the FOMC meeting is going to be something like we saw today, where it's just going to be, there might be some volatility. It's going to be very short-lived. At the end of the day, especially at the FOMC meeting, we're only going to be 3 weeks away from the halving. So I don't think there's going to be much really deteriorating Bitcoin's price right now. So, and with that being said, it's just nothing but a plus for Milady and all the other altcoins. Let's see here. Jeffrey asked about cock. We just looked that up, but we'll circle back. Young said, how many people in here owned or close to or more of 100 billion? I personally don't know, but I do know, Young, that we have people that are well above 100 billion that are amongst us right now. Well above. You got to remember, Young, a lot of us have been into it when you could buy 100 billion for like $500, or maybe somewhere around there, so what really wasn't too much, 8 months ago to get to 100 billion. Now like you said, it's 20 grand. Back before it was only like $1,000 really to get into get 100 billion. And one thing that we've been covering Milady for that long, and the biggest thing that I was telling and saying was just dollar cost averaging on dips. And I know a lot of the no fudders we're definitely doing that, just dollar cost averaging in. So can't believe I mispronounced your name, man. Koktashi. Love the name. Sup, maniacs. Chilling today. Bailey said she has 10 billion. Omar said, no FUD. I tried to get that guy named what's his name? Automator on the live to tell you his story about this year's story, but he's still yet to come in. I want to hear about his trillion coins he sold for $250,000 profit and rebought the last dip. Okay. There was a guy, you guys remember there was a guy on the last run when we were on the last pump like 2 or 3 months ago. Somebody was in here and they were like, bro, he's like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have a trillion Milady. I know anybody can say that, but he was running with it that he had a trillion Milady, and he said, he was like, we were at the run, this was on the last previous run when we ran up and made those local highs, and he was like, I'm gonna he's like, straight up, he's like, I'm selling. He's like, but I'm gonna buy. He's like, whenever we retrace, he's like, I'm jumping right back in. So, but I haven't seen that guy for like the last 2 months. So Bailey said dollar cost averaging helped a lot. Good. And that's what it is. And it's not just for Milady, right? It's for any of your favorite projects. Any of your favorite projects, if that's something you believe in, I don't care if you're playing with 10 grand. You always want to just, unless you see a crazy giga drop, right, where everything just dropped 50%, all right, then I probably will jump in just balls deep, just buying in. If I have 10 grand, I'm going to throw in like 7 grand off rip, right? But if it's just, you see these small little retracements, I'm dollar cost averaging in. So if I have that 10 grand, I'm throwing 500 here. I might throw 1,000 here if the dip's, considerable, and I'm just going to keep dollar cost averaging in. That's how I'm going to do it for the most part. And it always will, as long as you have patience, that'll usually always pay out for you, in my opinion. Young said tomorrow is ETF upgrade layer 2 that works for Milady to shoot. Yeah, probably. I mean, we just read an article. You guys know that Milady is obviously on the Ethereum network, but it's really on the Arbitrum. The Arbitrum, which is a layer 2 project on Ethereum. And they were saying that after the update for Ethereum, the layer 2 projects are going to really see some good outcomes from it in regards to the transactions and the transaction fees. So I think if Arbitrum really can start running off of the upgrade for Ethereum, regardless, it could be nothing but a plus for Ethereum as well. So Amar said, I'm waiting for Bonk to move again. Then I'm going to sell it and haul into Milady all of 100%. And we covered that earlier too. Bonk right now, a lot of the meme coins are kind of doing almost the same thing where they all had this like nice little run up. Some of them made all-time highs. Some of them made local highs. But you can see for Bonk, oh man, you guys know I hate that when I move my freaking fib retracement. All right, we're back. You can see for Bonk, it is trying to hold that line right there at the 0.5. So it broke below the 0.5, but you can see it's been holding that 0.5 at around that 28. So we'll see how this plays out as far as for Bonk. Pepe's looking the exact same, kind of doing the exact same. Not as bad though. Bonk looks like it's kind of retraced a little bit more. Pepe looks like it did drop down towards the 236. I'm sorry, the 382 right here. It dropped almost down to the 382, but it is starting to come back up and try to retest that 236. If Pepe can possibly get above the 236 and stay above here, this thing's probably going to continue to make all-time highs as far as Pepe is concerned, right? Gene said, when do you think Milady can delete a zero? I mean, when do I think it? Well, we're a quarter of the way right now, right? We're a quarter of the way right now. Zooming out, you guys can see from the price that we're at right now to delete a zero, that's about almost a 300% move, right? So, I mean, that's a solid move. We will get there in time, right? But as far as a time frame, your guess is as good as mine, bro, right? Your guess is as good as mine. One thing I will say, and I keep saying this, is where we are whenever altcoin season really goes into effect is going to be a big thing. Is Milady going to be at $200 or $300 million market cap? Is Milady going to be over $500 million market cap? Is going to be the question. That's going to be a big spot as far as where we're at when altcoin season really takes an effect, because that's really going to be another catalyst that's going to move Milady. Because when altcoin season moves, anything that's relevant, that has hype, they're going to just start freaking going absolutely crazy with very little bit of retracement, right? Very little bit of retracement, all-time highs just steadily happening, all-time highs over and over and over. So I'm predicting altcoin season somewhere around, for right now, I'm thinking somewhere around August. July, August, maybe September, somewhere around that time frame is where I think altcoin season is really going to be in like full effect. And wherever Milady is right before we get into that season, hopefully she's as high as we can see, right? Hopefully we're at $500 million market cap by then, if not more. I think it's going to be easy catalyst for us to jump up over that $1 billion mark and exceed that billion. So we'll have to see how it goes from there, right? So Miss asks, do I own Reef? I do not own Reef. I do not own Reef at all. Doing pretty good. Let's see here. Let's check out Pi Network. Let's see here. Holy crap. Good God, this thing's on a run. Didn't someone just say in the chat that there's some kind of a something happening tomorrow for Pi Network? Is that this? 118. Looks similar, right? Pi Network. Hold on here. It's saying it's at an $8 billion market cap. That cannot be. That can't be correct. Please note that mainnet has not launched yet, and the price display below for certain exchanges reflects the value of IOUs, and it may not be transferable across exchanges. That's crazy. I'm like a little bit confused because it says it's ranked 2,800 as far as market caps, but it has an $8 billion market cap with only $700,000. That just doesn't seem right? With $700,000 in liquidity for $8 billion project, that something's not right here. And I'm not saying it's the project. I'm just saying whatever data that they're collecting from CoinMarketCap is not correct. Something's not right there. But yeah, if you're saying that you said something about mainnet occurring, bro, this thing is running right now. Let me see if it's even worth doing a fib retracement. This thing's definitely running. So you can see it broke above the 786 so far at making a local high at 135, and it is starting to retrace, and hopefully it can find some support at the 786. If there's something big happening tomorrow, like you're claiming, like a mainnet or whatever the case is, this thing probably will hang tight a lot of its gains and continue to move. Just beware of that sell the news event, right? A lot of times, depending on what's going on, you will see these massive run-ups, and then you'll see somewhat of a sell the news event. So just be careful as far as that. As far as spots for some, I'm going to just make my own support levels because the fib retracement's crazy right now. Let's see here. So as far as spots for retracement, I'd be looking for, if it breaks this 786, would be somewhere around the 104, around this 104 mark. And then if it breaks that, the $72 mark. So for right now, as long as it's running off this hype for whatever's going on with the mainnet, I wouldn't be surprised if it really does find some support at this 236, the 236 at the 786 at 120, and maybe continues to make some solid runs. You definitely want to see. Let me see if we can zoom in. Oh, look at that! You see how I put this? Look at that! It already. On the last chart, we didn't have where we could see, but look where it already found, right where I have my support levels. Look at that. Telling you guys. Look at that. So I've already found some support right here at the 102. And so far it's bounced off of that. And you can see it went back up above the 786 right here. So you have this right here at the 103 as some support for right now as far as this project. But I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if the mainnet, everything works out good. And for right now, for tonight, possibly, you could continue to see this run continue. Just be careful for that sell the news event. Let's see here. Young said halving is scheduled for April 19th, so this will trigger a lot of buying, and Milady's will hit 400 to 500 market cap. I mean, yeah, if you think about it, we're only about 4 to 5 weeks away from the halving, right? And you guys know, for myself and a lot of analysts too, are calling for a 75 or 76 to $80,000 Bitcoin, right? So I removed the drawing, and I'm a little bit cautious to make another drawing, because I keep getting messages. Crip, are you from the future? Crip, bro, just tell us, are you from the future? And I'm like, bro, I'm not from the future. They're like, well, why every time you do a drawing, a week later, the price is literally on the drawing to the T? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know why, all right? I don't know. I really don't remember exactly where I'm from, from a few years ago. So I don't know if I'm from the future. I'm just kidding. But I'm not from the future. But you guys know. You guys know I've tried to have some fun around here, right? Even if I'm the only one laughing at my jokes. I don't care. But so what I'm thinking is and don't forgive the time frame, but let's say we're getting towards this halving. I'm predicting some kind of a move where we're obviously going to continue to move towards the upside with retracements in between. We make some kind of a move towards this 76 or 80,000, right? This scenario, we have the 86. Pre-halving, maybe around post-halving, somewhere around either pre or the day of, we're most likely going to see some kind of a sell the news event, right? So I'm calling for maybe around a $76,000, $80,000 pre-halving all-time high, a sell the news event somewhere around or on the halving date, sell the news event, and oops, I'm still drawing over here, and some kind of a retracement from that sell the news event, right? Now, it could not, and maybe it's not as dramatic as this drawing, right? Maybe it's not as dramatic, but what this drawing indicates is that we're going to have a nice run up with some retracements here and there. Obviously, we're not going to just move straight up. Makes it somewhere up towards 76, 80,000. We see some kind of a sell the news event. This is going to be a big spot where does she find support, right? Is it going to be, are we going to come back and retest that $69,000 previous high and bounce off of that? Very bullish if we did that. Is she going to come down and maybe find support where we're at right now at around the $72,000 mark? Would be even bullish, because historically speaking, what you'll normally see is after the halving, you'll see a drop from the sell the news event. Maybe about 4 weeks, somewhere around there, 4 to maybe 6 weeks of some chopping around, getting past it, and then usually all-time highs will follow after the halving. After that period of the 4 to 6 weeks, you'll see Bitcoin going up and making an all-time high, right? You usually don't see Bitcoin making all-time highs pre-halving, but that's what we've been seeing. So now a lot of people are thinking we're in some kind of a super cycle. But regardless, we see an all-time high happening again for Bitcoin, where let's just play this move out, starts moving out even more. Now we're looking at $85,000, maybe $90,000 Bitcoin. You know, now you're talking about May, June, around that time. Now remember what I said, altcoin season, July, August, September, around there. Usually when you see Bitcoin after post-halving, you'll see it go up, make all-time highs, and then you'll start seeing a lot of those profits eventually start shifting over into alts, and that's when you're going to see altcoins going absolutely crazy. And that's when I think, depending on where Milady is at that time, you're going to see Milady going absolutely parabolic, and that's when I think we're going to start seeing that $1 billion Milady somewhere around there, right? Maybe we're already at $1 billion. Maybe that's when we're going to start seeing that $3, $5, $10 billion Milady, right? So that's what I think is going to happen. Obviously on a little bit of different time frame for right here, but this is pretty much just playing out around the halving is obviously this hump, and then we sell the news. We see some kind of a consolidation, retracement, support, a new all-time high after that, and now we're in sometime around June, maybe July, somewhere around there. So Kaktoshi said, just keep loading the bags. And that's pretty much what I'm thinking too, right? Just keep loading the bags. That's why right now is not a bad time for any of your favorite projects. You know, obviously you can always have patience and maybe find some kind of retracements, you know, on some of these projects. But right now is not a bad time to just continue to just keep loading your bags up and just waiting, you know, and just setting yourself up, because we're still so early in this bull run. And with the market cap of what like Milady is, you know, I keep telling you guys, and I've been telling you guys this for so long. I remember people coming in and they're like, why are you so confident on Milady? And this was back when Milady was at $40 million market cap. And I'm like, bro, the market cap is so low. You know, like this, and this project is literally eye to eye with like Bonk and Pepe and all them. It's gonna get up there in those $1 billion marks. I was like, so right now, buying in at a project that's at 40 billion, this was at the time, I'm like, this is nothing but a sure win. Nothing but a sure win. Right now, 187, I would still say the same thing at $187 million market cap. Still say the exact same thing. Exact same thing, because now we know that Binance listing is right around the corner. We all know it's right around the corner. So had to drink some water. Rosales said, hello, came back. I was busy. Shiba's pumping. Well, I'm glad you came back to bless us with your presence, bro. Not doing too bad. You know what I would do is move this This I had. Let me see here. There we go. So still kind of playing out to that bear flag analogy, and we'll see Rosales. We're gonna see, because you can see it's getting to the top of the channel. If this thing can break this channel somewhere around the 33 mark, you're probably going to be looking at somewhat of a big run coming up for Shiba again. So we'll have to see how that goes. But it doesn't look bad at all. Beautiful, beautiful descending triangle or bear flag. That's definitely on the cuffs of this right here. So Kaktoshi said he broke his hip and his elbow. Now show Milady all day recovering. Damn, bro. I hope you recover soon. I hope you have a speedy recovery, bro. Eduardo said, what do I think about Beefy? Is it B-E-F-E or is it B-I-F-I? Because if that's Beefy on Cronos, right? No? Never mind. There was another project on Cronos. What is this trade on? Oh, Ethereum DeFi project. Is this the same project? 45. No, this isn't the same project. Eduardo, what Beefy are you talking about? Is Beefy on CoinGecko? Is it not this project right here that's at the 45? Let me know. But in the meantime, we had let's see here, who was it? Tony said, "Hi everybody. Ladies announced today burns in Twitter." Hell yeah, yeah, we covered it earlier, Tony. Burns, we have they said staking, some kind of a launch pad. Definitely looking good. What, Tony, you've been here for a while. Remember I was saying, you know, as we build as a project, we're going to start seeing some kind of a utility is going to start coming with it. So let's see here. What do you think about ARB Doge AI? Bro, this same project keeps popping up. Everybody keeps asking me about it, and I can't, for the life of me. Is this it right here? ARB's Doge? This can't be it. This isn't it. I don't know why. For whatever reason, it's not coming up on the deck screener. It's on Arbitrum. Yeah, I know. Hence ARB. I understand that. But for whatever reason, it does not pop up on the deck screener. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell is going on. Somebody was asking me about the project the other day, and I'm like, dude, I'm like literally trying to find it. I could not find it for the life of me. AI Doge on Arbitrum. I'm literally going project to project right now. I'm over it. I'm like, where is this ARB Doge? Cannot find it, bruh. It's on here. I mean, it pulls up on here, but for whatever reason, it will not pull up on deck screener. According to whatever this is, the contract owner may contain the authority to modify the transaction tax Please exercise caution before taking any action and do your own research. The ARB Doge team claims that Uniswap doesn't support burning tax. There is a risk that the users cannot withdraw the LP of AI Doge and ARB. So is it AI Doge? Let me see here. There it is right here, because this has to be it. AI Doge. I believe this is it right here, right, bro? I don't know, man. It just stresses me out, bro. Real quick, guys, while we are chilling, make sure you guys hit the like. You guys, looks like everybody's doing really well. And also, make sure you guys, if you're able to, join the membership. $5. Like I said earlier, we just started today, but we are going to start launching our exclusive content. So you guys can come in. I'm going to show you guys, whatever you guys are particularly interested in on crypto. But we can also take a dive into, any leverage trading, day trading, swing trading, all that good stuff. We'll have we'll have private content, live stuff going on for members. So, and also, whenever you comment, your name's going to be green and you're going to have funny emojis at your fingertips. So it's a win-win. $5. Yeah, Justin said it's on Arbitrum. Dude, I think this is it right here. ARB Doge right here, right? I would imagine. I mean, from what this looks like, it's $130 million market cap. I don't like doing any kind of TA on coin market cap. I like to come on here and look at the actual market cap. For the month, you can see this thing is up 350% if this is the right project, right? Justin said they added MOG coin on crypto.com, but you can't purchase it though. Not yet, right? They might be setting up. Let's check out MOG coin since everybody's asking about it. My bad about the ARB Doge, man. I swear I'm going to figure out what's going on with that because I'm interested in myself. You guys know I love Arbitrum. So for MOG, $327 million market cap. It's up 1,000 freaking. Oh, okay, it went down a little bit, but it's up 800% in the last month. Holy crap. This project is definitely doing some crazy things. So you can see it hit its head, making an all-time high at around this 12 mark. Consolidated for a little while around the 236, breaking below it, but kind of coming back up and consolidating. But since then, it is looking like it's finding support somewhere around that 382, around this 82 mark. So, as far as this project, it looks like it's got a very, very small market cap. As far as 300, still on that small market cap kind of range. I would say if I was looking for this project to dollar cost average in, I'd maybe wait to see maybe if we do some kind of a retracement anywhere around or at or below this 0.5 at around the 69. Hey, the 69 spot right there. I would say that would be probably a good spot to dollar cost average in. For right now, obviously it's up for the month. We just saw 800%. So this thing might have maybe some little bit of a more of a cooling off it's got to do. A lot of people probably are still taking profits on this project. So if I was to jump in right now, I would say I'd be, a little cautious. If I'm already in, I'd be happy as hell because obviously you're up like crazy. And if I'm looking for long-term dollar cost averaging in, if you have patience, like I said, anything around this 0.5 at around the 68, 69 mark or below would be probably a sure win for long-term for the project. So you can see the 236 has become resistance, and that's going to be around that 99 mark. And you can see obviously right above the 236 is where it's going to eat that 0. So for right now, it's going to be a big spot for some resistance. Someone just sent a demand. God said, go check Hopper. Didn't even say please. He just said, go check Hopper. I'm like, damn, bro. All right. Mom didn't teach you no damn manners around here? I'm going, all right, bro. All right, listen. We'll pull it up, man. No problems, all right? I'm messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you, dude. So let's see here. So definitely looking good. Made a nice little run up. Let's see here. Oops, spelled it wrong. So market cap is really low, around 60. What's up with the 69 tonight, right? Maybe it's telling me something. Just kidding. So it's market cap around 69 million, traded on Coinbase, so 2 pluses right there. You can see this thing has been making higher lows, right? You can see it goes on these nice little gigapumps, makes a higher low. Not going to say necessarily every time it's making a higher high, right? I mean, it has on these 2 occasions. This second one right here kind of hit its head on the 236, but made a higher low and then made this all-time high, I believe it is, right? If I'm not mistaken. Possibly. We'll just call it a local high for right now. But where it hit its head, right around this 28 cents mark, obviously is going to be our local high. For right now, you can see it is having somewhat of a retracement. Now, one thing that we want to see is it maybe make a higher low, obviously, right? So maybe it comes down to this 0.5 around the 17.6, somewhere around there would be a solid spot for some dollar cost averaging in. You're going to want to see it, that being the line in the sand, because that will continue. It's kind of a higher low, theory. And then usually when you have those higher lows, it's usually going to continue to make higher highs as well. So that's going to be pretty much the line in the sand as far as that 17.6 mark. But I will say regardless of whatever it is, if you can at least find these spots at the 0.5 or anything under that, would probably be a beautiful spot for some solid dollar cost averaging in, given that the market cap is so low and that this is traded on Coinbase. I think in the long run, this is going to do really well. So for right now, like I said, I would just be watching and waiting for this thing to maybe retrace somewhere around to this 0.5, and I would just continue to dollar cost average in for the long-term play right here, right? So, but looks good. Low market cap. Low market cap. Real quick, let's look at the day for the bubbles, because I feel like we've neglected that for today. So you can see, for the most part, obviously, we have a lot of red, right? We have a lot of red out there. We have Injective that we checked earlier is one of the top, doing really good. Let me see here. Uh-oh. All right, we're good. My OBS just popped up and said, you're disconnected. I was like, oh, crap. It looks like we're good. Yep, we're good. All right, so yeah, Injective doing good. Near's doing good. Avox, Ton, Ordinals doing really well. But looking at majority of the market for the top 100, you can see that we're kind of all in the red, but nothing crazy, right? And that kind of just explains what the kind of day we had today, where it's been just one of those days where we had some volatility in the market. We expected that, right? We talked about that yesterday. And, a lot of projects are kind of just hanging tight, waiting to see what's going to happen. For the hour, though, when you look at the hour, you can see a lot of projects are starting to recoup, right? They're starting to recoup and look really well. So I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we jump right back up and it's like nothing even happened for Bitcoin, right? Because, at the end of the day, look at the chart, dude. Look at this. We're just continuing. You can see that we're having these little small retracements, right? But for the most part, it's usually followed with some kind of an all-time high. So you can almost say we bounced and pretty much found that 69 spot as some support. So hopefully that is our line in the sand. And Bitcoin, like I said, as we get closer towards the halving, we're going to see the $76,000 to $80,000 Bitcoin. Honestly, with 5 weeks ahead of us, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we break 80,000. I really wouldn't be surprised if we break 80,000 for Bitcoin. I honestly do not. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, one thing that I am very surprised on is that the dominance is dropping on Bitcoin, which to be honest, seeing that the Bitcoin price is rising, dominance has been slowly kind of falling. It's been staying around the 52, but like a few days ago it was at like 52.3, 52.4. So it's been kind of teeter-tottering. I was expecting us to be like at 54% as of now, right? As we're getting so close to the halving, but it's not. The market cap is staying tight at around the 2.7 trillion mark right now, which only tells me that a lot of money has been flying around in altcoins right now. A lot of money has been flying around in altcoins as of right now. So, Young, see you later, bro. He said he's out. Good. We'll see you tomorrow, bro, for sure. Captain said, new subscriber here. What's up, everyone? What's going on, Captain? God, I missed the 19-cent mark for Milady on the pullback. It happens, bro. It happens, right? It happens, but I will tell you, she's been really holding strong today. She really has. And like I just said with the theory with Bitcoin, you know, and it possibly breaking over 80,000 towards this halving, I honestly think that Milady is just going to continue to make all-time highs, right? She's just going to continue to make all-time highs. You can see, I mean, look at what the trend is right now. Look at this. We make all-time highs. We kind of retrend a little bit, right? 10, 15%, maybe 20%, and then we make a new all-time high, right? Another 20% all-time high. And this is, it looks like the all-time highs are getting higher, like the moves are getting more, right? And you can see right now we are on somewhat of a retracement. And if you map out from the high to where we're at right now, we're currently at around 14, 15%. So as long as we can hold that this spot right here at the 25, I think we're gonna fly by the top of this fib retracement, which is that 30 mark that I have marked as some resistance. I think we're gonna fly right by. So everything is looking great, guys. Everything's looking great. I will say real quick, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys have hit the like for the algorithm. And also, I know I've already said it a couple times, we keep having people coming in and out. Make sure, if you are able to, we did start today a new membership club for the what in the hell? For the channel. So if you guys want to join some exclusive content, your name will be all lit up so I can see during the, you know, whenever the chat's going crazy, and you'll have you'll have opportunities to use exclusive emoji. And like I said, the main thing, the main selling point is having those exclusive lives that we're going to be having, you know, as far as, some stuff that we have chopping up as far as day trading, leverage trading, basically just being able to have almost like one-on-one sessions with myself, and just basically, getting all my attention, right? You're getting all my attention. So I want to look at this article real quick. Drake shares Michael Saylor's Bitcoin interview reaches 146 million followers. Canadian rapper Drake shared MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor's recent bullish comments on Bitcoin with his 146 million Instagram followers on March 12th, which was today. Drake's posts featured Saylor's predicting that Bitcoin will eventually surpass gold as a premier store of value. During the last bull run in 2021, celebrity support and promotion drew new retail investors into cryptocurrencies. One example saw comedian Larry David shared an FTX Super Bowl and where he encouraged viewers to embrace crypto, but he later regretted the wide support following FTX's collapse in 2022. Drake's subtle posts of Saylor's comments about Bitcoin suggested that high-profile celebrity involvement may once again amplify interest in crypto bull market as the crypto bull market approaches. In a Monday interview with CNBC, Saylor infancy argued that Bitcoin's merit exceeded that of gold as a store value. The MicroStrategy chief executive highlighted Bitcoin's digital, mobile, and predictable nature compared to its precious metals. If Drake tweeted anything about Bitcoin, I mean, I don't care if you don't like him as a rapper. Like they said, he has 147 million followers on Twitter. That's crazy. That's crazy exposure. Now we just need him to tweet about Milady. That's all we need. Soul said, I'm gonna be the number on the list for that day trading, right? Now I understand, bro. I know you've been asking about it, so we got it going. I wish I had bought more Miladies back on the first of the year. Yep, and you know what? That's going to be occurring more, Shane, where a lot of people are going to be coming here and they're like, man, I wish I would have bought more. I wish I would have bought more. And I literally said this like 2 months ago. I said, guys, you'll know when, watch, in the next few months when Milady's going crazy, not people, but all of us are going to be saying the same thing. I don't care if you own 100 billion, you're still going to be like, damn it, why didn't I buy more, right? Why didn't I buy more? You're always going to say that in every bull run. Whenever you're up like crazy on your projects, you're always going to be looking like, damn, I should have bought more, right? Because, you know, it is that greed kicks in and you're like, man, that's why I just say dollar cost averaging. Just keep dollar cost averaging in. And right now is not a bad time. You're not late, right? You're not late, but I understand where you're saying you could have got it for a lot cheaper, right? God Skrilla said, where did you find that news about Drake? That was exclusive news right there, bro. I can't give you all... Listen, I can't give you all the sauce, bro. I can't give you all the sauce, man. I can't. That's only for members. I'm just kidding. That was on... if you look up crypto news, it'll be on there. He said gatekeep. Nah, bro. Go to crypto news and it'll be on there. That's why I use multiple outsources for news, because you'll see stuff on CoinDesk and then you won't see on other news outlets. So I kind of go back and forth as far as what do we want to cover. So, and I feel like we didn't cover a lot of news today. I really didn't. Because when we first started off RIP, everybody was like, can you check this? Can you check that? All right. So, but no worries. Well, listen, guys. Let's just do the final cap right here. Everything's good. Line in the sand for Milady's is going to be that 25 mark. If we break below the 25, this 236 is going to be our next spot right here at the 24, the 23.4 that we already bounced on. That's going to be a pivotal spot. For whatever reason, and I don't see this happening, but if it does happen where we break below this 25 and we come around this 23, this 236, anything around this area or below should be a buy zone, in my opinion. Should be a buy zone, right? So, again, you're looking for this 25 to hold support. If it breaks that 25, like you saw earlier, wouldn't be a bad time to start just getting close and getting ready to dollar cost average in. And keep adding to your bag. We get to this 23.4 around here, this 23.4, which is going to be our 236 fib. If we get near there or get below, that's going to be a solid spot, in my opinion, to take advantage of that dip and dollar cost average in. I don't know if we're going to see those prices anytime soon. Like I said, we have a lot of things going on for Milady particularly that's keeping this really just the price level. Like we covered today, we have breaking news as far as staking, burning, going on, or that's going to be kind of implemented onto Milady, which a lot of people are going crazy. I feel like this isn't getting the kind of the love that it should, right? But I think as we continue to move and that really starts to go into effect, you're going to start seeing it reflect on the price. We also are still in the middle of this contest for Binance Futures, which is we're doing really well. Or we were doing well. I don't know when the contest is over or if it already has, but that right there has brought so much exposure for Milady. That alone has brought so much exposure that a lot of people are now looking at Milady, and Milady's on the radar. So you throw in a lot of that, and then you throw in that Bitcoin is still holding really strong above 70, 71,000. I don't see Milady really coming down much. So if you do see, and I called this yesterday, I said if we do see any kind of retracement, it's going to be fast, right? Where if we do see for whatever reason the market does like one of these giga drops, and let's just say we dropped for whatever reason, you got blessed and we dropped down to this 19, you better believe it'll probably bounce before you can even hit that buy button, because there's so many people that are waiting or have buy orders in. That's another thing you can take advantage of, is on your exchanges, you can set up a buy order. So if it comes down to some of these levels, you don't have to worry about trying to find it or be awake or have your, everything's ready at all times. You can put in buy orders at some of these spots. Like I said, the 24 right here, around this 23.4, the 23.4 would be a good spot to maybe start putting in the buy orders, right? And then all the way down, maybe if we were to see some kind of a blessing from above and we drop down to 19.5 briefly, I think that will be just completely eaten up within seconds, and we'll be right back up to where we're at. So, but other than that, we are looking very bullish. We're looking good. Everything is still on track for us to continue on this bull run. So I hope you guys are, just having fun, because this is epic times that we're living in right now. So other than that, guys, I think that we're going to let it be. Make sure you guys, if you aren't already, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and we will be all back here tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful night tonight, and I will see each and every one of you guys tomorrow, all right? See ya.